I'm out of the substation area. I can hear it right now.
All right, before we do anything else, it's the Phil Hendrie Show at 1-800-449-8686. Jay Santos is here, and I've got to... you want the...
We want... It's contractual.
All right, here's the Citizens Auxiliary Police theme.
Thank you.
This is so asinine, man. This is an old 50s...
Phil, I want to do this.
Man.
God, am I getting hard.
The laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action.
Yeah, I'm hard.
It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the
Citizens Auxiliary Police.
These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state law.
That's got it.
What a piece of crap you are.
Thanks a lot.
Man. Somehow he signed a deal with the VP of syndication and Mike Schaefer, my producer, that every time he's on the air, we play the Citizens Auxiliary Police theme, which is nothing more than the Highway Patrol theme from 1955. Oh, I'm going to be nauseous. 1-800-449-8686. Let's see. President Clinton criticized Republican lawmakers in the National Rifle Association for opposing gun control legislation at a town hall meeting with mothers at the White House. But he was talking with a group of women that were not very sympathetic. These were mothers for guns. They're called the Second Amendment Sisters, and they're in Washington as the other side of the gun debate. Now, you know what's going on this weekend is the Million Mom March, a march of mothers in Washington to ask for some form of gun control, gun safety, and legislation that will stop this carnage going on in this country with regard to young people. Many of the mothers in the discussion group with President Clinton told their stories, often through tears, of losing children to gun violence. On the other side of the debate, women from the NRA and the Second Amendment Sisters said they were concerned with maintaining their constitutional rights to defend themselves with guns. Bobbie Dooley is with the Western Estates Homeowners Association and is on the line with us from Western Estates. Bobbie, and you're with the PTO out there?
Yes, sir.
You are sympathetic to the Second Amendment Sisters?
Yes, my husband and I both feel that the Second Amendment Sisters are members who recognize the Second Amendment of the American Constitution. And because of that, we really don't approve of the Million Mom March as it's presently constituted.
Well, what could be wrong with, mothers?
Phil, as it presently is constituted, my husband feels that since I had a tubal ligation and I can no longer have children, that I should get involved in something outside the house. And so I've decided to become a member of the Second Amendment Sisters. And
Wait. You had a tubal ligation?
Yes.
So you can't have kids?
No, I cannot. And
Why?
Well, because my husband I would not get a vasectomy, and I don't think a man should be forced into that. And so I went ahead and had my tubes tied, and I'm thinking about a full hysterectomy.
Because your husband wouldn't get a vasectomy?
Well, he didn't want me taking birth control because it's bad for your body. And I understand being a man, a vasectomy, makes him nervous. But that's not really why I'm on your program, Phil. I'm here to celebrate the Second Amendment Sisters and to give women an idea as to how to celebrate Mother's Day without being a part of the Million Mom March. I think that...
Whoa, man, you have dumped a whole lot in my lap here the first few minutes. You went out and got a tubal ligation, which means technically, folks, that she had her tubes tied. How do you feel? How many kids do you have?
I have 3. 3
children? And you did that because your husband's too scared to get a vasectomy?
Now, Phil, Stevie thinks you're... my husband's not afraid of anything. But, yes, he had some questions about the vasectomy. And I don't really think it's the place of the man to end the ability to spread seed. I think it's really the place of the woman to have her genitalia, to have her reproductive area excised and removed and truncated so that the man can still have the possibility of...
Why should he still be able to have kids and you can't?
Well, Phil, think about it. What if I died prematurely? What if, as a woman, I was subjected to breast cancer, which has a very low cure rate because most of science invests its money in prostate cancer and not in breast cancer. So the chances I'll die from breast cancer would be very high. Then I'm dead, and then my husband doesn't have a woman. And Steve he's very virile, and
what are you telling me, man? So you're going to die, and your husband's going to need to go out and spread seed.
Yes, I don't understand what...
I thought we were going to talk about the Million Mom March.
Phil, that is nature, and that is the way nature intended it. Man spreads the seed, woman is the receptacle. She is, if you will, the waste paper basket or the garbage pail of a man's emission, and we receive what a man dumps. And in that way, we can be fulfilled as women. We are only fulfilled when the man dumps his seed into us, and only then are we fulfilled as the procreative ability. And
okay, I don't want to hear any more of this. I'm very sad for you that you went out and had a tubal ligation because your husband was too afraid to have his vasectomy, and all this stuff about being the receptacle and dumping. Good God, woman.
Phil, you know something? Liberals like you and...
This doesn't have anything to do with liberal or conservative. I feel bad for you. Will you let me feel bad for you? I just really do.
Phil, I really think it's a matter of you not understanding the family dynamic, and I think it speaks to Mother's Day coming up, and we really want to send a message. Okay?
Send a message. Hey, ladies, get out there and have your tubes tied if your husband's too afraid to have a vasectomy because he doesn't want to have a little needle down there in his nutsack. What a chicken.
You know something? My husband's standing right here, and you can talk with him about it if you want to.
Yeah, put him on.
He wants to talk to you, Steve. He wants to talk to you.
What's the matter? Is he chicken?
You know, Phil, my husband feels that the reason why I'm on with you and the real point and focus of our conversation should be about the Million Mom March. And
so he's chicken. He doesn't want to talk. Tell the guy I think he's a gutless coward not to get a vasectomy and to get on the phone with me right now.
He wants to talk to you.
I'm not going to talk to you.
He says you're gutless.
I don't care.
What do you say to that?
My husband feels, Phil...
Oh, your husband feels. Okay, let's talk about the Million Mom March. I'm really sorry that you went out and had your tubes tied, Bobbie.
Well, Phil, I'm not. I feel completely fulfilled as a woman. I've had 3 sons. You know, sex is for procreation, and yes, it is for pleasure. But Steve, I think, should retain the need because I can tell you this. You had a vasectomy, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Can a man still masturbate after he's had one?
What am I supposed to say?
Well, Phil?
Yes, he can.
Does it look the same?
Can we,
No, really. My husband wants to know.
Yes, it looks the same. Can we move on now?
He says it looks the same.
Then it's not blue or anything?
Is it blue?
No, it isn't blue. Forget it, okay? Let's talk about the thing. What do you want to do on Mother... This is so disturbing to me.
Phil, we just want people to know that on Mother's Day, fathers, you can give your children a gift, and you can give the mother of your children a gift. If you teach children proper gun safety, the proper usage of guns, and gun handling, that on Mother's Day, what could be a greater gift in this post-Columbine era than to wake up on a beautiful Mother's Day and see your children outside firing weapons responsibly, utilizing weapons in a responsible manner, doing some gun tricks, but mostly understanding gun safety and using those guns in a proficient manner against prescribed targets. I think it's wonderful. And
well, is this what's going to happen at your house on Mother's Day? You're going to wake up and see Seth and Justin and Dylan outside with guns?
Phil, my husband has taught my boys how to use a gun, and yes, I would think that a way to cure violence is to teach boys proper way. I don't understand your question.
When you get up on Mother's Day, you're going to see the kids shooting guns?
I think that is a wonderful, wonderful way to celebrate Mother's Day.
And by the way, get your tubes tied.
You know, Phil, I did it as a gift to my husband so Steve could still masturbate all right? So...
All right, 1-800-449-8686. I'm not sure I know what it is you're talking about here.
I did it as a gift for my husband.
You had your tubes tied. He didn't get a vasectomy, so he could still jerk the gherk, and you're just living large out there with your tubal ligation, huh?
I don't know what you mean by that, Phil. I did it so that Steve could have, a good time when I'm out of town. And
well, guess what? You can still do it when you get a vasectomy. 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. Bobbie Dooley from the Western States Parent Teachers Organization. What a bizarre thing. She had her tubes tied so her husband didn't have to get a vasectomy. She's talking about the Million Mom March on Sunday, the Second Amendment sisters who are opposed to gun control. These are mothers who are opposed to the Million Mom March. She feels on Mother's Day, the best gift for a mother is to wake up and see her kids taking target practice in the backyard. 1-800-449-8686, The Phil Hendrie Show. Bobbie Dooley from the Western States Homeowners Association is on the line with us from Western Estates. She supports something called the Second Amendment Sisters, and this is a group of mothers who are pro-NRA, pro-gun, I guess, against the Million Mom March, correct?
Phil, we think the Million Mom March is really destructive because it is against the Second Amendment of the Constitution of America, which guarantees the right of people to bear arms. And we also feel that that children should learn gun safety, and having children on Mother's Day demonstrating weapon usage and cleaning a weapon. You laugh about it, Phil.
I just can't imagine how any mother would be gratified waking up on Mother's Day and seeing her child cleaning a rifle.
Phil, I would be absolutely ecstatic, and I'm really waiting for that glorious moment on Sunday morning when I walk out into our living room and I see Dylan, who is our youngest, who is 10, taking a cleaning rod to a Ruger 9mm. Oh, my God. You know something? I would never say this in front of my children, and I won't say it. Steve's out of the room. It gets me a little bit moist.
God, you're mental. You know that? You are mental.
Why? Because I love my children?
What do you mean it gets you moist? Watching a kid cleaning a 9mm Ruger.
Oh, so the big talk radio host with the big First Amendment and call in and tell it like it is. You don't have the guts. Is that it?
You know something? Maybe I don't get motherhood.
That's the first smart thing you've said. You don't get motherhood.
Riverdale on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello. Riverdale, hello.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You're on the air.
I have a comment for the woman that's on the radio right now. Going back to the vasectomy thing, I think your husband has filled you so full of crap.
About what?
About him not being able to masturbate if he had a vasectomy or whatever. You doing this, you giving him this gift. Well, my husband had a vasectomy, and honey, he still masturbates.
And how do you know that? And how do you know that?
Because I've seen him, ma'am.
Oh my God. Oh, so in other words, he does that. He does that in front of you. Oh my God!
I consider that
wait.
better than getting moist over watching my son clean a gun.
You know something? I think I've been completely misunderstood. I had a tubal ligation because my husband was justifiably concerned about having a vasectomy.
You know what, ma'am? I'm a nurse, and his concerns
what is his
totally
concern?
unjustifiable.
I had a vasectomy 3 years ago. I had a vasectomy.
Yeah, I heard you talk about it, Phil. I am so sorry for you. I am so...
I'm sorry for you, ma'am.
Why are you sorry for me? My husband had a legitimate concern. I wanted to give him the gift of masturbation.
And I didn't.
I'm sorry?
You know, like I said, your husband has brainwashed you into believing it was a gift. It was not a gift to him.
Why is that not a gift?
Because, first of all, Bobbie...
Phil, you had a vasectomy.
Yes.
Does it? My understanding is it comes out blue or green. Is that right?
No.
What comes out blue or green, ma'am? You need to speak to a physician.
Spermatozoa. My understanding.
There's no sperm left, ma'am.
Well, what is this icky stuff that...
Oh, boy.
Oh, please.
What?
You need to talk to a physician and get your facts straight.
What did I do?
You're listening to the
What did I
facts of
do?
your husband.
What did I do?
Please
You're
listen.
listening to your husband.
You're a nurse, right, ma'am? First of
am.
all, I had a vasectomy, and I was conscious, and I was reading a Beavis and Butthead Does America book through the whole thing, if you must know.
No problem.
Oh, my God.
My wife was in the room, okay? As a matter of fact, what do you call that, ma'am? The vase, or what is it called? The
vas deferens.
The vase. My wife did the honors.
Oh, my God, what do you mean?
She cut it with the doctor
Snipped
the doctor gave her the thing to snip.
Just like
Oh, my
your husband
God.
probably snipped the cord when your babies were born.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's funny. Isn't that funny?
Phil, I need to apologize to you.
You know
This is a
something?
woman who gets moist watching her son clean guns.
No, I said that it gives
No.
me an excitement for our country to know that we'll be free, knowing young people are out there cleaning weapons, yes.
You know what, ma'am? I believe in gun safety, and my husband is a hunter, and we are gun advocate people. But I don't. That's not what I look forward to on Mother's Day, is watching my son clean his gun.
Well, you know something? Then you can go out and join the Million Mom March, and you can weaken a country. I am with the Second Amendment sisters. I stand with what they stand for.
And
which
you can
is
weaken the
cleaning.
country doing your husband a favor.
We got a whole bunch of kids out there with lots and lots of guns there, Bobbie. So you stand behind them as they run around
Yep.
with their guns. And,
Killing other kids.
And while you give your husband the gift of masturbation, your husband can be doing that while the kids are in the backyard cleaning their guns, and you're in the bedroom doing what? Imagining blue sperm?
You know something,
green.
Phil? I have never been spoken to this way by anybody. And if you think you're going to get away with it, you know,
What are you going to do? You going to sue me?
Like a threat.
Are you going to sue me, Bobbie?
you are slandering me. You are libeling me.
No,
are
your
causing
husband's already done that.
What has my husband done to me?
Talked you into giving him a gift.
I gave him the gift of masturbation, yes.
You
Well,
didn't
so in
need
other
to,
words,
he had it,
let me ask a question. Is there no other sex in your house besides that?
Go, I guess.
You know something? Isn't that a little personal?
A little
Oh,
personal?
like masturbation's not?
I beg your pardon?
Like masturbation and getting moist is not personal. Let's go there.
You know, where are you calling from?
Riverdale?
Where's
Did you
that?
not hear that?
Where is that?
On the West Coast.
Riverdale what? California, Oregon?
Utah.
That's not on the West Coast, honey. I live in California. Okay?
Yeah.
So I know what
Should I be proud?
no, I should be proud. You should be ashamed of living in Utah. Thank you.
You should be ashamed of the gift you gave your husband.
Yeah,
or
the gift.
supposedly.
The gift of... Here is Thousand Oaks on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hi, thank you for having me on. I can't even begin to start with that woman Bobbie. Are you still there, Bobbie?
Yes, and I happen to support our country,
Wait-
and if you
wait a
can't
second,
begin
wait a
to
second.
understand,
You are one
if you
twisted
can't
woman.
begin to understand the Constitution of the of America,
Hello?
yes.
Hello, wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
You are extremely twisted. Your facts are wrong up and down. Let me set you straight, please. The Million Mile March does not intend to take guns from anyone. We are not threatening your Second Amendment right.
Are you going there for that?
Absolutely.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
leaving for D.C. in the morning, and
Oh,
I
my
just hope
sweet-
to God you don't live anywhere near my house or your kids get anywhere near my kids.
I live in Western Estates. You're in TO. I think there's a little bit of an income difference.
You
know,
are absolutely disturbed and sick,
I'm
in my
disturbed
opinion. Wait
because
a minute,
I
let
love
me
my
finish.
country,
Let's
because
get
I love
back
my
to the
country.
point in hand here, which is the Million Mile March and our goals and the Second Amendment.
Let me jump in
citizens.
here. This is the host, ma'am. You're going to the Million Mile March tomorrow morning, huh?
I am.
Okay, I would like to talk to you a little bit about that. And, Bobbie, I would like to say to you, can we keep discussions of vasectomies and tubal ligations?
Why? Because I love my husband.
Oh,
No,
please.
we know you love your husband. I just want to get back to the thing.
That has nothing to do with the Million Mile March or the Second Amendment.
Right, so
That's
hold
a
the
private
line.
issue between you and your
Exactly.
husband.
Well, I don't think so. I think you're butting in.
Well, hold on for both of the ladies, and I'm going to get back to both of you after our break here. 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show here. On the line with me is Bobbie Dooley from the Western Estates Homeowners Association talking about the Million Mom March in Washington on Sunday. And we also have on the line here Lady in Thousand Oaks. Ma'am?
Hi.
Hi. Now, I understand you're the West Coast coordinator for that?
No, I'm the Ventura County coordinator.
Would you mind giving us your name? You don't have to.
No, I would not like to give you my name because I think that woman would probably want to track me down and have her kids shoot me. You
really think so?
Well, she's a very disturbed person, in my opinion, from what I've heard. I think that's not real normal, what she's talking about. A lot of things that she said are
Let's bring
really,
Bobbie on the line.
Scary.
Let's bring Bobbie on the line. Bobbie, you there?
Yeah, Phil, and you know something? I have not characterized anybody on your program. I have not called anyone insane. I have not done anything, and yet I have been called unbalanced by this woman who now I find out is a representative of the Million Mom March, and so I think you know what we're talking about here.
Well, let's just put what you've said. Please stop saying every time I say a word.
You know, you're very controlling, aren't you? You know, you've got all these judgments. What a child, and you're leading the Million Mom March.
Listen.
What a child.
You have said some things that are very disturbing.
You know, let me just say this, Bobbie. If you're going to go push your mouth away from the phone or something, because it is noticeable and it does intrude on what the other people are saying.
Whatever you want, Phil. Whatever you and your controlling callers want.
My point is, I think this woman is speaking. She has said so many things that are I find very strange and disturbing and very scary. And you're doing that again, Bobbie.
We can hear you, Bobbie.
I have moved my mouth away from the receiver. I don't know what you want me to do.
Phil, you know, maybe I would like to call back at another time when I can speak without being interrupted every word I say.
You know, I want to hear what you have to say.
I would like to make my point. You've been on and you've made several points that have nothing to do with the march or gun control legislation.
No, I
would like to get to those points.
Go ahead, and Bobbie, you're going to have to. I'll have to put you on hold, and that's what I'm going to do. I'll put her on hold. So go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you. First of all, very important that everybody know we are not about taking away or threatening the Second Amendment rights. We are exercising our First Amendment right to say that we are no longer going to tolerate the gun lobbyists running Congress, running the government, and deciding gun control for us.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Is she on hold? Mike, did you put her on hold?
I don't think you did. I'm hearing feedback every word I say.
Okay, dear. Put her on hold, Mike. I can't do it from in here. He's got to do it. Go ahead. Go on, ma'am. Lady in Thousand Oaks, go ahead.
I'm here.
Go ahead, dear.
Okay, well, I think when I was talking... See, there's something going on.
Is there some... What is that, Michael? Because I don't think the woman is on hold. I think she's being a child. Let me talk to her. Bobbie?
Yes?
What are you doing?
I'm sitting here waiting for the lady from Thousand Oaks to finish her comments.
Are you going blah or something like that?
No.
Go ahead, please.
Well, let's give it one more try, but if I can't get what I need to say out, I'll just call back at another time.
Yes, you do whatever you need to do, dear.
Don't be a child, Bobbie. Go ahead, say what you need, ma'am.
Okay. It's very, very important. No, this is not
okay, there
work.
she goes.
Phil,
yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it, too.
I'll give you a call back
Thank you.
This
I would like to hear
no
it.
longer on the line.
Oh, and you're very, very mature.
Phil, are we okay with that?
I hear, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
I'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much. Why did you do that?
What was I doing?
In the background, I can hear you going, bah. Are we going to talk like adults or are we not?
Yeah, Phil, I have been on your program talking about women, empowering women by being the receptacle for a man's spudelia, if you will, or love lotion. I've been talking about women being the willing dumping grounds for a man's love lotion. And I've also been talking about my husband's vas deferens and the gift of masturbation, all of these things. And what I have been subjected to are innuendo, slander, slur, editorials, and other commentary appearing in a variety of medium about my mental health. I'm really, really sad.
What has all of that got to do with the Million Mom March is what I'm trying to say. See, we're trying to talk about the Million Mom March, and we're trying to talk about the Second Amendment sisters, and you're talking about your husband, you being the dumping ground for his love lotion.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio, hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi. I just wanted to ask her a question if she's had any family members die of a gunshot before.
Well, my uncle shot himself by accident.
Okay, and also, I'm pretty sure you know that kids are more reacting, they deal a lot with their emotional feelings before they could actually think of the consequences. And I'm pretty sure you also know about all the stories about kids killing kids by accident, kids going into high schools.
Because they don't know gun safety. If
I
those
can
children
understand, courses and courses of, the consequences of handling a gun. But,
I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. The children at Columbine, if they'd been taught gun safety, okay? The 2 boys at Columbine, if they had been taught some gun safety.
They had guns in their house, and they know what guns do.
What do you mean if they'd been taught some gun safety?
Obviously did not get taught gun safety. I mean, they reacted on their feelings. And look, all those parents
if they'd used those guns safely...
And you're letting...
As long as my
kids, for kids to have guns?
As long as my children know how to handle a 9mm, they'll never...
Well, that's your children.
They'll never be shot.
Okay, you might teach your children different. Other kids, other teenagers react on the way they feel. If you notice, there's a lot of gang violence, and there's a lot of people getting... Their houses are getting shot up, and you're just saying it's okay for them to have guns?
No, I'm not. I'm saying if you teach them good target practice, then when they go to shoot...
They'll aim right.
What?
If you teach them target practice, they're going to aim right.
Well, how else are you going to protect your family unless you can give...
That's not protecting your family. That's giving the okay to do it.
Have you given your husband the gift?
You give a kid a candy. They're going to want more. You give a little bit of string, and they're going to take it all the way. They can. They don't know when to stop.
Have you children, if there is nothing lovelier than a child trained with an M16 to protect their family.
To protect their family.
Have you given your husband the gift of masturbation?
Excuse me?
I'm
not married. I'm not married. I'm only 23. But that has nothing to do.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with anything.
Well, okay.
I mean,
right,
obviously, you're on the wrong talk show.
You should go.
Call 1-800 number, 1-900 number.
You should go and talk on the. You should come to the Second Amendment Sisters meeting, and we're going to all get together and enjoy the Second Amendment American view of our children cleaning the barrel of a deer rifle with a smile on their face and not feeling guilty about it.
Yeah, that sounds great on Mother's Day.
I think that's wrong.
Thank you very much for your call. So many mothers concerned with violence. The Million Mom March on Sunday. We had the Ventura County, California coordinator in this area of the Million Mom March. There's going to be a lot of women going there concerned about guns.
I'm concerned about guns, Phil.
Yeah, you're concerned about whether your kid knows how to clean one or not. You're concerned about the gift of masturbation, and you're concerned about the love lotion. Everything but what we've been talking about here for the last 45 minutes.
Phil, listen to me, and listen good. One night last week, we heard some noises outside our house. And because all of our children were up running around looking for the intruder with their 9mm, I felt very safe. And I had all 3 of our boys running around the house in the dark with their guns looking for the intruder. Thank God it was only my husband coming through a window because he forgot his key. That's the beauty of gun safety. Hello.
I'm here. Ocala on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello. Hello, Ocala.
Yeah, I just want to say to this woman that you want to train your children to use guns. They're stumbling around in the dark looking for an intruder. Perhaps they stumble across you. You know what, lady? I hope your son accidentally puts a bullet in the middle of your forehead one day.
You want more violence,
and as far as your point on masturbation, I mean, this just proves that you are a whack job. I mean, are you on some kind of medication? What does that have to do with Mother's Day? Honey, I think you need a good lay. That's your problem. Okay?
Aren't you crude? You are really crude.
You're training your son to get in an argument with my son in high school one day.
No, I'm not.
And pop a cap in my son's head.
No, I am not. Oh,
no, you're not?
No,
you're
I'm not.
Children are emotional when they go through adolescence. How can you say they won't?
I'm just talking about my husband's vasectomy. Oh, ha, ha, ha. And by the way, by the use of the term pop a cap, I know you're black.
Oh, you know what, bitch? I happen to be German and Irish. But you know what? Okay, for
Well,
that remark, I hope somebody guns you down. I hope some gangsters gun you down because you are sick. You don't deserve to be walking the face of this earth.
Oh, come on. You know as well as I do that a lot of people...
Are you even educated?
No, you know as well as I...
Where did you grow up? In the sticks of Oklahoma?
You know something? You know as well as I do that a lot of people have mistaken you for a black woman. So there's nothing to be ashamed of, okay?
Oh, really?
That's number one. Number two, no, I happen to have grown up in Southern California.
Uh-huh.
We're sophisticated.
Oh, sophisticated, really?
Yes, and we go to movies.
Train our children to use guns, honey.
And everything.
I think. How old are your children?
My Dylan is 10, Seth is 11, and Justin is 14.
Dylan, Seth, and Justin. How about those names? Dylan, Seth.
What's wrong with those names?
It's just so yupped out. I don't know. Dylan. He ain't Bob Dylan, baby. You can't, just because you name him Dylan, don't make him Bob Dylan.
You know, you're very rude.
You're training your children to kill you.
You're very rude.
You know what? When your sons grow up and realize that what you have done to them in their lives, he is going to go into a rage. He's going to turn around. He's going to shoot you, shoot your husband, and you are going to go straight to hell. I mean, hello.
There you go. There you go. That's her life. She's going to get shot by her.
She is. I mean, if there is anybody who disagrees with what I just said, please call and let me know.
You know something?
Because I honestly believe you're teaching your children to shoot you one day.
You know something? You're very rude.
Oh, I'm rude.
Oh, she hung up, too.
I'm rude. Let me tell you. Call that bitch back. I'm rude.
She just hung up.
Get on this national radio station and tell everybody we should be training our children to walk around with 9mm in the dark in their house, stumbling around with them at 10 years old, and I'm rude?
I know it. I know it. You're right, ma'am.
Where did you find this lady?
The lady called in. She's part of this whole... she supports the Second Amendment Sisters. These are women who are campaigning against the Million Mom March, which is going to be in D.C. on Sunday. And she thinks that the best way to celebrate Mother's Day is to wake up to bacon, eggs, and your kids taking target practice in the backyard.
I'm serious, though.
Yeah,
I mean, when these children realize what she's done to them,
they're
going to take out target practice on her head.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. 1-800-449-8686. By the way, thank you. As I was bagging on the website today, I might as well say thank you to Premier for getting me tickets and event passes to Wango Tango. Here they are, taking the kids tomorrow. And I notice on the bill, not only there's going to be hosted by NSYNC, Lenny Kravitz, Sugar Ray is going to be there. Now, I hope I'm not speaking out of school, but it was my understanding, I believe, I've heard that Mark McGrath is a fan of our show, and this is our opportunity to go backstage, meet Mark, and then coerce him, muscle him into coming on this show, playing guitar, and performing for free. So that's going to happen tomorrow, as I am there along with Bobbie and her kids with their 9mm. It'll be fun. I'm going to take Bobbie, all of her kids, as they clean their deer rifles in the back of the Lincoln Navigator, heading on out to Wango Tango so that we can go there backstage and ask Mark, with the kids cleaning the rifles all the way, to come on over to our house and, perform at our pool party. Just kidding around, Mark, if you're listening. Anyway, and that's a big if. 1-800-449-8686. So here it is. This would be so cool to auction these babies off right now and actually raise some jack, not for my friend's place, but for me. Tickets and event passes, baby, to Tango, Wango, Tango. Screw it. Pay for the pool? You're right. Okay, so anyway, we went and got the Mother's Day gifts yesterday with the kids. And as I'm driving home, I'm listening to one of the kids in the back seat, and he's saying, we got a bunch of stuff for Mom, for Mother's Day. And then the kids are talking about, they got BB guns, which, whatever. I didn't have a BB gun as a kid. I never asked for a BB gun as a kid. The whole idea of a BB gun freaked me out even when I was young, because I believed the stories about having your eye put out with a BB gun. I found out since that it's not true, because I had one of the kids' BB guns, and I asked him to stand still while I aimed at one of their eyes. And you know what? It didn't hurt him at all. So, no, but I'm there, and I'm driving, and the kid says, hey, Phil, do you think animals have souls? I said, well, Buddhism teaches that animals have a collective soul. And so I kind of believe that. Well, we're Catholic, and we don't believe that they do. I said, well, you know something, maybe you're wrong, man. What do you mean you're Catholic? And are you sure Catholicism teaches? Yeah, the Bible says animals have no souls. And you could ask Mrs. McGillicuddy in 3rd grade and all this crap, right? I go, well, whatever, man. You ask me, I believe that they do. So if they don't have souls, then I could kill one and I wouldn't go to hell or anything. I said, you would be, if you killed an animal, and I'm telling the kids this while I'm driving, right? I'm actually, having this conversation with them while I'm driving. I said, if you kill an animal, consciously, just to watch the thing die and suffer, a piece of your soul is going to die, man. Yeah, well, that's between me and God. I said, and another thing, you may have to face the wrath of God, but you'll also have to face a wrath even stronger than that, mine. Well, what do you mean? I said, if I find out that you guys are out killing animals, I'm going to be upset. Yeah, but nobody's wrath is worse than God's. I go, you want to know something? Mine is. It's worse than God's. That's blasphemy. I said, look, when you die and you face the man, then you talk to him about how you killed an animal, and whatever, he says to you is what he says to you. But while you're on Earth, in the immortal words of Jason Patrick in the film Your Friends and Neighbors, you're on my time. So while you're on Earth and you're killing animals, I'm going to be upset. Well, you want to know about my wrath? Ask Craig Taylor and Mike Schaefer about my wrath. So that kind of shut them up for a while. They were thinking about it. And I said, look, bottom line is, guys, I don't ever want to hear about you killing animals with your BB guns, period. And now the rule in the house is no mammals. You can't kill a mammal. So, the kids are like, I guess that's assuaged them a bit. They're out shooting butterflies and lizards and stuff. I mean, they're little boys. How are you going to keep them from killing something with their BB gun? They want to see something die with their BB gun. I don't want to be around for it, but I told them, you don't kill any mammals. You don't kill any warm-blooded brother mammals of the earth, all right? No chipmunks, no squirrels, nothing like that. No deer, because we live out there's like a lot of crap out there where there's like animals running around and coyote and stuff. And so we get home, and so this somehow prompted a conversation between one or two of them saying, oh, I know, one of the little guy said, hey, what if God brings the flood again? And the big guy says he won't do it. He promised that he wouldn't. How do you know? Because it's in the Bible. Well, what if he did? I said, God said he wouldn't bring the flood again. Well, what if he did? This is blasphemy. You're in trouble. I said, Chris, you keep asking those questions, man. It's a perfectly legitimate, no, in the Bible it said, well, whatever. He's asking the question. So then I asked them, hey, guys, do you think I could commit suicide with one of those BB guns? Because your mom isn't home yet, and I've just been spending 2 hours with you in a mall. Let me have that BB gun, okay? And I put the barrel in my mouth, and I'm still trying anyway. 1-800-449-8686, 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show.